Hello there, Hatebit podcast. I go by the name of Phoenix here on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for more than 5 years now, and since starting my channel I've been doing lots of Let's Plays and videos entirely video game orientated. But I've only been listening to the podcast for around half a year now. I've downloaded and listened to every episode you have put out, and always enjoyed listening to them thoroughly, even to the point where I've re-listened to them because they're always entertaining and great to listen to whenever. I'd very much like to be more than just a listener to your podcast and hopefully become a participative member within the future. I've been gaming from a young age, starting out with the original Game Boy, and then I moved up from the console generations from that point onward. My interest in gaming has always gotten stronger, having played a wide variety of consoles and formats, as well as many games from all different types of genres. I feel I'm quite at home when it comes to talking about consoles, games, and everything to do with gaming, having quite a diverse gaming history. Though perhaps not as diverse as your own, I'm certainly well invested into gaming, and I can most definitely bring about good points, opinions, theories, and most things video game orientated. I'm 21 years old, and though I did miss out on the many gaming eras before the original Game Boy, I don't see that as a negative myself, as I could perhaps bring a more youthful view upon the older eras, along with all the other Hatebit podcast discussions. I game a lot, and often from time to time, I do look up video gaming news. However, I would increase my checking of the video gaming news if chosen to be a participating member, as to add to the podcast and create more discussions, etc. Though on the other hand, I also think not having looked up the news could lead me to create a on spur of the moment opinion and view, which I'm also quite efficient at, as well as thinking beforehand. I feel I could bring something new to the podcast, and I would very much hope to add to an already great podcast. I have no allegiance, as it were, when it comes to consoles, so I'm not a fanboy, so I'm in no way biased with my opinions, and instead I present a broad view. I would definitely put in the time for the podcast, being something I very much enjoyed listening to and taking on all your opinions and views. I'd love to be able to debate, discuss everything video game related with 4 awesome and entertaining guys, and I can tell it'll be a lot of fun to do so. If you would like a more practical view of my discussing abilities, or whatever you wish to call it, I have a few videos on my channel where I've discussed a few gaming news happenings and my opinion and views on them. I'll link them down in the description below if you're interested in that. Thank you for listening, I very much appreciate it, and I hope I'm considered to become one of the Hatebit podcast crew. And once again, thank you for listening. Goodbye.